I'll be doing something appropriate for the season. Well, season. You might be seeing this in summer, or autumn, or spring, or who knows. Anyway, Warhammer commemorative series. The Red Gobo's Abominable Snowman. This is gonna be quite cute. I really like this little dude here. It's funny how the Red Gobo turned from basically a communist dictator or communist moron. Because if you know the story of Gorka Morka, the Gobos are kind of morons in how they act and stuff. It's funny how he turned into basically Santa at this point, which is weird in its own right, but whatever. Let's start. There are only two things in the box. One of them is the sprue, and the other one is the little booklet that tells you how to make him. Very nice indeed is the fact that it has a base that's already, detailed and stuff, so you can just paint over it, and you don't have to fill your head or try to do weathering on the base or basing. I don't like basing at all. I like it being black, but that's a different story. Let's start with this. I've already took out the base, so that's good. And now it's time to combine the parts. The legs don't come together, unfortunately, and this is like its body. I have to see how I make the legs, because it's gonna be a pain to glue them together. So far so good, the legs seem to be sticking together, and now it's time to put the belt on them. The belt seems to have some bombs, I guess it's a grenade, and of course a star, because the Red Gobo and all that. Well, he's starting to look more whole, I would say, but I'm not a big fan of this. Not one bit. I think the miniature is a little bit too tiny. Then again, so were the elves in a way, but still, a little bit not my style. Good, now that I have them out, it's time to put his second hand, and then this gun that will come, I think, somewhere around here in the back. Okay, I kinda got ahead of myself for a while there. I have to make the cloak, I have to make this guy's jacket proper. Because apparently it's not complete, it comes in pieces. Just my luck. For better or worse, I've managed to put the damn things on it. Not a fan. Not one bit. But finally, let's begin with the hand and the gun. Okay, now with the body done, or whatever's left of it, it's time to make the Santa. The Santa head and the Santa hat, in this case. So, first, we glue the hat together and then the body. This took less than a second. Just boom, and that's it. Oh, time to put it on the body then. Well, here you have him, the Red Gobo in all his splendor. But now that he's done, he can be put here, and then it's time to start doing the Abominable Snowman. Here you have him. These are the pieces of the snowman. They just get glued together like that. It's just two parts. This might be my favorite bit of this whole miniature, and I like specifically the hat it has on. I just find it so goofy. It's cute in a weird way. And there you have the snowman. Again, I like the hat. It's a little bit cute in a weird way. Now for the piece de resistance, and that is the goblin that's behind the Red Goblin. This little guy here, that looks adorable in his own right. I think these two might just be my favorite things about this whole model. Now with all the pieces done, it's time to assemble them. There are technically two more pieces to this, but I can't be bothered to glue the clock and the snowballs there. First, I've decided it's a good idea to put a snowman there, so he's first. Second, I think I'll put the cutie, the small one, over there. Now with the little guy there, it's finally time for the Red Gobo proper, and he only has 1 point that he'll be glued to, because the model has like one leg up. I hate it when they do that, really do. And finally, here is the Red Gobo, right smack in the middle of it, prepared to throw his bomb over there. So, it's not the hardest build to ever make. In my opinion, it's simple and it does its job good enough for what it's supposed to be. Would make for a nice Christmas present, that's for sure, because that's why they made it too. the gobo is the most annoying part to make. I'm gonna be honest. Just this guy, most annoying part to make. Snowman very easy. Same with the guy in the back. The guy in the back looks better in my opinion, but that's a different issue. So yeah. Oh, by the way, here's something you won't notice. I've done the clock. Because the clock is put in such a weird spot, when you look at the miniature from the front, you will never be able to see it. Which I think is a waste of space. But you know what? Overall, it's a decent build. Decent miniature in its own right. Not my favorite, I'm gonna be honest. I think I had more fun making the spearmen, the archers, the sea guard than this. But it is what it is, and it does its job well for what it's supposed to be. I think his hand is coming off. Fuck. Anyway, doesn't matter. If you reached this far, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.